right, what is up, everybody? We are live. Let's jump right into it and take a look at the paint schemes here this weekend for Indianapolis. Here is the link right here in the chat if you guys want to follow along at home. But starting with the one Busch Light Lime Chevrolet here for Ross Chastain. A little bit of a different look, all green car. Some people think green cars are bad luck. I'm not one of those people. Harry Gant won a lot of races in a green car. Bobby Labonte won a championship in a green car. So I'm not one of them. And I think this was on one of the better paint schemes of this weekend. So Ross Chastain, once again, a perennial top five member of the paint scheme group. Discount tire on the side for Austin Cindric. We've seen that one before. Bioethanol on the side for Austin Dillon, a familiar scheme for him as well, although not as often as he runs other schemes. Rush Truck Centers going to be on the side here for Noah Gragson, sort of their typical scheme. Cummins on the quarter panel. HendrickCars.com. Going to put him in the top five too. A new little bit of a twist on the Indianapolis scheme, but running the Indianapolis scheme because obviously we're at the Brickyard this weekend for the number 5, HendrickCars.com of Kyle Larson. Bodyguard once again on the side here for Brad Keselowski in the number 6 RFK Ford. Gainbridge going with a red, different scheme this week for the Indy race. Ted Sports Indy and Gainbridge teaming up for this one. This week the car is not blue and yellow. This week the car is black and red. It's got the pagoda on the side just behind the 7. So themed for the weekend, but I'm not going to put it in the top 5 because I've got some other cars on this list that I want to put on there, but good effort there for sure. Number 8 Zone for Kyle Busch. So Zone once again on the side for Kyle Busch. White Napa car this week for Chase Elliott. Both of those are not new. Running for the million for his team. The million doesn't go to the drivers, but Ty Dillon and the Seabest. Number 10 Chevrolet, familiar scheme for him. Progressive on the side once again for James Dennis Allen. Hamlin Menards with Delta Ford going to be on the front of Ryan Blaney's car here. Familiar scheme as always for Blaney. 16 Grizzly nicotine pouches on the side for AJ Allmendinger. Another green car. The Fallen Outdoors also on the side of that car with leaf filter and Celsius. And here's another in the top 5 here. The Diet Cherry Coke. Chris Buescher did some great promos in social media on this car. So this car is going in the top 5 of paint schemes this week. Bass Pro Shops Tracker ATVs and Boats on the side for Chase Briscoe's number 19. Ream on the side here for Christopher Bell, and PPG on the side of the Wood Brothers Ford here for Josh Berry. This one's going in the top 5. Always love the PPG cars. They normally do a really good job, and this is no exception. The 21 car looking really good this week. No doubt about it. No uncanny valley on Josh Berry this week. 22 Pennzoil, their normal scheme for the Brickyard. Chumba Casinos, the polarizing sponsor here as far as what the paint scheme looks like for Bubba Wallace in the number 23. Had a good run here last year. Let's see if he can replicate it. We'll need that, of course, because he is on that cutoff bubble for the playoffs. 24 Liberty University, the Flames, the Blue Flames, familiar scheme there for William Byron. 34 The Generator for Ford for Todd Gilliland here. Pickle Todd, not this weekend. It's Generator Todd. 35 Monster Energy for Riley Herbst. 38 Aaron's Dream Machine here for Zane Smith this weekend with the Lucky Dog on the side. Autodesk with Haas Automation on the side there for the Cole Custer machine, a familiar scheme for him. Pye & Barker, a familiar look for him as well, but they got the Lee Petty Red in that 42 for John Hunter Nemechek, so good look there, but we've seen it before. Dollar Tree, same thing with Eric Jones with the 43, another green car as well. 45 Xfinity Mobile on the side of the Beast. Tyler Reddick here in the Xfinity Mobile Toyota. 47 Rates on the side there for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ally in the 48. Arby's in the 51. Saya Truck Freights, whatever you want to call it. For Ty Gibbs here, the red and the white this weekend for Indy. Engine once again on the hood here for the Castrol number 60 of Ryan Preece. Good looking car. Going to continue to put it in the top 5 here. Josh Balicki driving for Garage 66. Sherfick or Sherrick, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how you say that one, but that is on the side there. Sherrick Companies or Sherfick companies for Josh Balicki and Garage 66. Delaware Life, their normal scheme there for Michael McDowell. Ziegler going with the all gold this week with the black hood, but most of the car is gold here for Carson Hocevar. I like gold. I love gold, Mr. Powers. We're going to put the 77 in the top 5 as well. 88 WeatherTech, good looking car, but we've seen it a bunch of times. And Freeway.com on the side for Daniel Suarez. If you're setting your fantasy teams, you probably want to look at the statistics, but we've only had, one race here. So that one race, just look where they finished. That's going to be your average finish since they went back to the oval since 2022. But we can look at some other things here like laps led. And a laps led, that advantage is going to go to Tyler Reddick at 40, 35 here for Brad Keselowski. Bubba Wallace had 26, 21 for Denny Hamlin, and 16 for John Hunter Nemechek. Shaping up to be a little bit of a Toyota preference, I guess you could say, for this track. Brad Keselowski did lead 26 or 35 laps, I should say. So he is, if you're a Ford man, he's going to be your number one Ford. As far as Chevrolets go, Ross Chastain and Kyle Larson at 8 apiece were the only Chevrolets. None of them really cracked 10 laps led. So Kyle Busch also led 5 laps. So those are going to be your Chevrolet guys. If you're looking in the Chevrolet camp, we're going to have to go to average rating here. Not much, because like I said, we've only had one race. But according to Driver Average's average rating, Tyler Reddick is statistically going to be your number one pick here. Ryan Blaney at a 110. Tyler Reddick a 122. 110 for Ryan Blaney here. He's going to be your second best. Kyle Larson at a 106. Bubba Wallace at a 105. Denny Hamlin at a 98. And Chase Elliott at a 97. So set your fantasy teams accordingly. Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, John Hunter Nemechek, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the third, and Michael McDowell going to be your other drivers on the Driver Averages list as far as that goes. All right, those are the statistics. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for Indianapolis. Starting shotgun on the field is going to be James Dennis Allen Hamlin. He is going to have his work cut out for him, even though this is one of his better tracks. We're going to have to see what he can do here. Catherine Legg just in front of him in the 38th position. Josh Balicki rolling off 37th. John Hunter Nemechek 36th. Good run here last year, but did not have a great qualifying effort. Jesse Love in the number 62, going to be making another start here in the C4 Ultimate Energy Chevrolet for Beard Oil team, I think. Cody Ware in the 51 rolls off 34th. Ross Chastain 33rd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 32nd. Daniel Suarez 31st. And Chase Elliott 30th. So if you're looking statistically from last year, none of that's necessarily panning out if you look at some of these drivers who are deep in the field. But let's continue here. 29 through 25 is going to be Cole Custer, Justin Haley, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon going for the million, trying to be a dillionaire. Riley Herbst in 25th. 24th position is going to be Ryan Blaney. Ryan Preece rolls off 23rd. Michael McDowell in the 22nd position. Alex Bowman, 21, and Austin Dillon here in the 20th position. Pickle Todd Yellowin is 19th. Noah Gregson, 18th position. Josh Berry in that PPG Ford good-looking car are going to be rolling off in 17th. 16th place man is going to be Christopher Bell. And then your top 15 is going to be starting off with Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch in 12th here. Shane Van Gisbergen, nice qualifying effort for SVG here. He's gotten a lot of criticism for his ovals, but qualifying in 11th position here, not bad at all. Top 10 going to be Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Carson Hocevar, Chris Buescher, William Byron, and Ty Gibbs in 5th. 4th place man is going to be Tyler Reddick. Eric Jones with a nice qualifying effort here in 3rd. Bubba Wallace in 2nd, and Chase Briscoe. And that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Toyotas make up your front row, broken up only by William Byron in 6th and Chris Buescher in 7th. So this is looking like a Toyota track for all the money in the world. And as far as Toyota drivers in this track, I know he's starting shotgun on the field. I wouldn't sleep on Denny Hamlin, but that is not going to be my pick. I'm actually going to pick either Eric Jones or Tyler Reddick. I'm picking Eric Jones or Tyler Reddick to win this race. Final answer, wild card, I'm going to go with Kyle Busch or Kyle Larson. So there you go. All right, let's jump into the chat and see what you guys want to talk about. We are going for the million here. Who finishes better here, Ty Gibbs or Ty Dillon? From the qualifying effort, we're going to have to probably give the tip of the cap here to Ty Gibbs. Looks like he's got the million for his team in the bag here. But yeah, Ty Gibbs so far looking good. But never sleep on Ty Dillon. He's been a Cinderella story. You made it this far. He's made this whole thing, this whole bracket challenge, interesting for a lot of people. So shout out to him. The other options, of course, though, which I'm going to combine, doesn't matter. The real winner are the friends we made along the way. So there you go. Get your votes in now. All right, let's see what you guys want to talk about here. Let's see. Fun fact, Indianapolis Motor Speedway property is larger than the size of the Vatican. Speaking of which, Denny may need a miracle to win from the back. So there you go. Denny Hamlin might need a miracle to win this thing from the back of the pack. Good tie-in there with your statistic there, Mr. Jamie. Let's see. Petty Brothers have not posted anything since Ram made the announcement, says Delmer Kaufman. So he's hinting that maybe Legacy is thinking about going to Dodge. Would be interesting. They are setting up their own stuff. They are separate from what Joe Gibbs does. So that might be a attractive offer, might lead to an attractive offer from Dodge for sure. Dodge won't be in Cup in 2026, so it's doubtful Dodge has anything to do with Legacy closing shop. I don't think Legacy's closing shop. I think they're just thinking about switching over. There's Haiti on Earth 2, JJ Yaley for me. I'm gonna go with Catherine Legg on Earth 2. I think this is going to be a difficult oval for her to navigate, but that's what I'm thinking there. When in trouble, do you A, keep your mouth shut, or B, tell NASCAR to F off, says Bruce Garvey. Hey, there you go. That's a great question. I think he probably we're talking about the Austin Hill situation, by the way. When it comes to Austin Hill, he was probably on the borderline. If he was on the, I'm not going to say probably was. If he was on the borderline of getting a suspension, telling NASCAR to go F itself is going to push you over that borderline. So yeah, in my opinion, he's definitely going to get suspended. But yeah, that was not the move there, in my opinion. Even though in the moment when he said, "Hey, I didn't do it on purpose," like he was giving himself plausible deniability, but then telling NASCAR to go F itself, that's probably going to lead to a suspension regardless. What's up in between the lanes, John P? Hey, should dress Austin Hill up as a baby Huey next week? Do theatrical lashes from RC, who is spray tan pink like the Pink Panther as a penalty, and play the Pink Panther scheme over their scanner, says John P. So there you go, John P. getting into the theater arts this week. I'd like to see a pink car win. Dale took a pink car, so maybe Catherine Legg could run a pink ride, says Jamie Schweitzer. Hey, there you go. The Diet Coke car is a little off shade of red, not necessarily pink, but that's the closest I think pink car that we've got in the field today. I like the number one rap scheme the best, says Shy. Yeah, definitely. I'm a big green car fan myself, so I like the one car. Josh Berry's got to be up there as well. But a few options to choose from for the Indianapolis Brickyard 400. Always a great day to be going the correct direction at Indianapolis because of traditions, says Cody Ledger. Hey, there you go. Cody Ledger saying traditions for sure. I thought Josh Berry would run the Jim Clark scheme once again. I saw a PPG scheme, says in between lanes. Yeah, the Jim Clark scheme would have been really cool here. But PPG, of course, paying their money and good looking scheme either way, for sure. Checking in before work. Let's go 24 team, says Say Kyle. 24 team, best looking Chevrolet so far, I think. So he's going to have his work cut out for him. Passing at this track, I think, is going to be an issue, period. It was tough in the Xfinity Series, which doesn't bode well for the Cup Series.